Hi guys, welcome to a Hey Math group. In this video, we're gonna do a problem that requires to find the dimensions of the radius and the height when you want to find the minimal area of a tank. So it says, a cylinder storage tank is to contain the volume of 128,000 pi cubic feet. The cost of the tank is proportional to its area. So the minimal cost tank will be the one with the minimum area. The volume of a cylinder of radius r and the height h is actually pi r squared times the height. Its surface area is 2 pi times r squared plus 2 pi r times h. Find the dimensions of the radius and the height to figure out what is the minimal area of the tank. So let's do it. So we know that the volume of a cylinder is V equals pi times r squared times h. Also, the surface area is going to be equals to 2 pi times r squared plus 2 pi r h. Perfect. Now, I know that the volume, and the volume is going to be given, is equals to pi times r squared times h equals to 128, and then the three zeros. So actually I have a pi here. So let's go ahead and eliminate pi, and I'm going to solve for h. So h equals 128,000 over r squared. Now that I have the height, I can go ahead and plug it into my surface area function. So I'm going to have 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r times 128,000 all over r squared. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and clean this up. This is going to be the surface area is equals to 2 pi r squared plus, and then we're going to do 2 times 128, and this r, one of them is going to cancel out, and I'm just going to have pi times, and then here I'm going to have 256,000 over r. Beautiful. Now, this is our key function. I'm going to go ahead and find the derivative. And after I find the derivative, I'm going to find the critical point. So let's do it. Okay, so we know that the surface area, right, was equals to 2 pi r squared plus 256,000 pi over r. Let's go ahead and find the derivative. Now, here I'm going to go ahead and just rewrite it to make this easier. 2 pi r squared. I'm going to make this r, I'm just going to put it to the top. So this is going to be r to the negative 1 times 256,000 pi. Now, let's go ahead and do the derivative. When you do the derivative, look what's going to happen. You're going to have 4 pi r, and then here, this is going to be 256,000 pi over r squared. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and make this equals to 0. When I make this equals to 0, I am going to pass this negative 256,000 pi over r squared to the other side to make it positive. So I have 4 pi r equals 256,000 pi over r squared. I can actually eliminate the pi's, and I get that r is equals to, or actually r squared, because look, I'm going to multiply r squared on both sides to eliminate this, and I get that r times r, because r squared times r times 4 is equals to 250,000 right here. All right, so r cubed is equals to 256,000 divided by 4. Then I cube root the radius, and I get that my r is equals to, when you do the math, equals to 40. Now we need to double check that this will give us a minimum. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so we know that the radius was equals to 40. And remember, our derivative was equals to 4 pi r minus 256,000 pi over r. When I plug a value less than 40, I actually get, and then remember you need to plug, let's say that you plug 30 right here, and actually I get a negative number. So that means that my function is decreasing, and then if you plug a value greater than 40, I actually get, let's say that you put 45 into the derivative, I get a greater, greater than 0. So this means that I have a minimum. And finally, when you do the second derivative, which you're going to get 4 pi and then plus 256,000 over r squared, and you make this equals to 0, you actually can see that 40 will give you, when you plug that into the second derivative, it's going to give you greater than 0. So the radius is equals to 40, and then in order to find the height, you just plug it back into the information given at the beginning, which was that the volume was 128,000 times pi, and then we can do pi times 40 squared times h, and then plugging h, you're gonna get 80, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to watch our other videos, and also thanks so much for learning.